Coming up Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington Live. Cinnaire's Vice President of Community Development, Dionna Sargent, stops by the plaza to talk about the organization's Jumpstart program. And Wilmington's own celebrity chef and Hell's Kitchen contestant, Lolley, is on the plaza to talk about his journey to the big screen. This is an episode you do not want to miss. Tune in October 19th at 10 a.m. right here on DETV.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's happening? I'm your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV. It's October 19th, 2022, and I'm here with my amazing co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Vincenza. How are you?
I'm wonderful on this beautiful day.
Oh my gosh, the middle of the week.
Well, I have to say every day on set is a beautiful day
I know
because
that's
I
right.
get to be by your side.
We're like Wonder Twins, you know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. So how have you been? How's the week going for you?
Week is great.
Okay.
Week is great. I can't complain. I'm just super excited about what we're doing, the people that we're meeting. Monday's interview really did it for me. Monday's show really did it for me.
Yes, if you haven't had a chance to watch our Monday show, please go back to DETV on all social media platforms, and you will be able to look at all and see and listen and learn about all the incredible individuals we had on the show. We had Dave Tiberi, Delaware's champ.
Delaware's champ, who was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame against the most controversial, it was the most controversial fight in history, where he lost by decision, a split decision that just rocked, just rocked the boxing community. But with that, you'll see how he just overpowered it, mind over matter, and became the outstanding and amazing Dave Tiberi that we know here, that has been changing the world ever since that fight.
Right, yes. And he is so inspiring, and we love talking to Dave. I mean, he's a storyteller. Yeah. And we just love hearing his stories and his experience and what he went through and what he overcame. And I love that.
He needs a book.
I think he will.
He needs a book.
I think he will. So again, make sure you go to DETV to see the Monday's show. It was so good. But we have a great show today. But before we talk about our guests and introduce our guests, we have to honor our very own
Matt Ford.
Oh yes, our very own DETV's very own Matt Ford. Congratulations, Matt, on a well-deserved honor. He won the Community Service Award from the Wilmington Awards, which was such an honor for anybody that knows Matt Ford knows that he has a heart of gold.
Oh my gosh,
heart of gold, and we are so proud of him. I know that you were able to attend the event and support Matt, and he's just a great guy.
We went in the name of DETV, but most of all in the name of brotherhood, right? Myself, Najee, the producer of this morning show, Kaylin showed up, the producer of the news showed up, and we just want to say, on behalf of DETV, that we appreciate. Matt has played a huge part here with the success of the news and DETV. So shout out to you, my brother. We love you, man, and wish you many awards going forward.
Oh yes. And anybody that knows Matt knows that he's not one to look for recognition or award. He's very humble, very hardworking, but this one was deserving. So Matt, congratulations.
The other ones weren't, Matt. No.
But let's talk about what's happening around town. Okay. I have one to mention.
Go ahead.
So, on Monday's show, I talked about it. I have to say it again because it's happening tomorrow.
What is it?
Thursday, October 20th. Tomorrow at V&M Bistro, we are celebrating 8 years. which is very, very exciting. And we're very grateful. Thanks to our community that we have made it this far, and we hope and continue to move forward. So thank you to everyone that has supported V&M Bistro, located in North Wilmington. Very, very excited to celebrate 8 years. So make sure you stop on by, celebrate with us. We're doing 25% off all pizzetas for dine-in only, $2 off all beer, and also we are partnering with Big Oyster Brewery to do a tap takeover. They are taking over all of our taps, so we're gonna be introducing some amazing beer by Big Oyster Brewery. But anyway, just come on by. We have live music. You get to see me, maybe Ivan.
I'll be there. I'm gonna be there. I'll be there. I love. I'm telling you, I'm a part of the family. You know, I'm just from the south side.
You are at this point.
Yeah, I'm part of the family.
I know Mom is like, you are.
Yeah, she's typing right now.
She's typing right now. You are. But speaking of Mom, I have to make another mention.
Oh,
of
please,
this, if you don't mind.
Nope.
In the Carrieri Russo family, October is definitely a big month for us. So I have to just make a quick note that it is today, October 19th, is my parents. My parents are 42 years. So
and strong.
Yes. Congratulations and happy anniversary to my mom and dad. 42 years. Love you so much. And thank you for supporting Ivan and I and DETV by tuning in literally every single Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah. Happy anniversary. Look, your dad, I call him the muscle. When we did the thing, at the festival, Italian festival.
The Italian festival.
Your dad made sure that we were good. You know what I mean? He made sure we were good. So thank you and happy anniversary to you both. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Keep it going. Some things going on in Wilmington this week. Let me see. This Thursday, tomorrow, drive-in movie weekend starts at the Winterthur Museum. Am I saying that right? Winterthur Museum. So make sure you check that out. There is also a fall festival starting this Saturday, on this Saturday at 2 p.m. At St. Edmunds. So make sure you check that out as well. And last, Beers and Gears this Sunday at 11 a.m. and that is at Delaware Park Boulevard at Delaware Park. So if you're a car enthusiast, make sure you show up. And if you're a beer enthusiast, make sure you show up. But no drinking and driving.
That's right.
Just want to get that out there.
Lots of events happening in October, and we're just listing a few.
Yes.
So I'm sure if you were to just go to Wilmington and Google anything that's happening around town, or even just throughout the state of Delaware and Newcastle County, I'm sure you can find out all the amazing events that are happening around town, because October is definitely popping.
Popping. All right, and speaking of popping, we have some popping guests here today.
Oh, yes. Great segue.
You like that?
Yes, I see her in the background.
Dionna Sargent in the background, like, yes! I'm telling you, I'm with the Segway school. Like, we're going to make it happen, right? And speaking of popping guests, look, Vice President of Community Engagement of Cinnaire is here in the building, Dionna Sargent, to let us know how people can get incorporated and be a part of this amazing initiative that they're putting on for the city. And if you don't know, they are looking for aspiring developers of color. Did I say it right? Bam! There you go. Pop it.
Yes, so we're excited.
You got next. Go.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So we're very excited to talk to Dionna, but we have another really, really exciting guest, O'Shea Lolley, Delaware native and celebrity chef, and on, if you know, Hell's Kitchen. Oh yeah, we get the big leagues here.
Now, a lot of people are talking about O'Shea when he came out with this, what is it? The collard greens and orange soda. But what they don't know, I was a part of that. I was one of the people that was eating it a long time ago. That recipe was in the works like, what, O'Shea, 20 years ago? 20 years ago, when we used to hang out on the east side, where
And we have it here on set today.
Here on set. I want you to let me know how it tastes, because this is the food that will be at the barbecue that you will be attending.
I'm sure it'll be amazing. I'm sure.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Vincenzo's invited to the barbecue.
Thank you.
All right. We're gonna take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna come back with Cinnaire. All right. Good morning, Wilmington.
Coming up, Cinnaire's Dionna Sargent.
Looking to jumpstart your teaching career in Delaware? And make up to $50,000 with full benefits? Then look no further than Kingswood Early Learning Academy, where you can make a difference and earn the salary you deserve.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
All right, welcome back. Our first guest this morning is a woman making a change for those in the community, starting with real estate development. Please welcome the Vice President of Community Development for Cinnaire, Dionna Sargent. Good morning, Dionna.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yes, we're very excited to have you. So let's get right to it. What is Jumpstart Wilmington?
So Jumpstart Wilmington is a program for aspiring developers. We offer training. It's about 15 hours in training. It takes an aspiring developer through the development process so that they can better understand real estate development. And this program is really meant for people who are really interested in developing property. They may have walked by a vacant property at one point and said, hey, I would love to develop that property if only I knew how to. So this program is, the Jumpstart Wilmington program is the program for that type of person.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let me get this right. So Jumpstart Wilmington is a program that, because there's a lot of development going on in Wilmington, right? Why is it necessary that we have a program like this?
It's necessary because, one, specifically in Wilmington, there are so many vacant and blighted properties. There are over 1,500 vacant and blighted properties. And quite frankly, our existing development community, both nonprofit and for-profit, expressed the need for additional local developer capacity to really help with the scale of the development so that we can really catalyze what needs to be done in a very impactful way. And so we decided to go ahead and move forward with launching the Jumpstart Wilmington program here in Wilmington to help create that local developer capacity.
Now, Dionna, why did you feel there was a need for this program?
Well, there's a need because especially the Wilmington neighborhoods like the East Side, West Center City, West Side, South Bridge, those neighborhoods that have a high concentration of vacant and blighted properties, those properties need to be restored back to what they once was and create opportunities for home ownership, create opportunities for affordable rental. You even have vacant mixed use and commercial property that could be developed for a positive purpose where it's positively serving the community. And we need more developers to be able to do that. So this program is really creating an opportunity to, one, get those properties back into productive use, and two, small scale developers can actually operate as a small business. So this could also be a way to create entrepreneurs within our community by training up developers who are interested in creating a development company for themselves, and also employing contractors and providing other job opportunities for the community and beyond. So the Jumpstart Wilmington program does actually have multiple positive impacts throughout the community.
Now I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that, right? I'm hearing community. I'm hearing a neighborhood. Like, is it important? And if so, how important is it for people that grew up in the neighborhood to come back and develop?
It's extremely important. We feel that people who live in the community know what's best for their community. And when you talk about the long-term sustainability and viability of the community, the people who are on the ground are the ones that we should entrust with that decision. And I'm not saying that everyone who develops in a community that's not from that community develops it in a way that's not in the best interest, but we do see that happening. We see sometimes, and not in Wilmington per se, but throughout the country, sometimes developers see an opportunity to capitalize on a vacant property, and they develop that property that's not in the best interest of the community. They don't really engage with the community to see what the community is interested in seeing or what the community needs are. So we see the Jumpstart Wilmington program as a way to really create the space for people who are from the community to develop their own community. And that's actually a part of the Jumpstart philosophy. We really instill, even if people are not from Wilmington, but they seek to develop in Wilmington, we instill values of it's very important to be a good neighbor, knock on doors, get to know the people who are on the block of the property or properties that you're developing. Let them know what your development plans are, because oftentimes neighbors want to know, hey, what's going on next door? And listen to them too. Understand the history of that neighborhood that you're developing in if you're not from Wilmington. And of course, if you're from that area, you already know the history. But just point blank, we really feel like it's really important for people to come back and develop their own community, because hopefully they're doing it with the best interests of the community in mind.
I can see that happening, right? And I know it's been done before, is like people go into a community to develop and they don't give a damn about the community. Now, there is a Jumpstart Philadelphia, correct?
There's several Jumpstarts in Philadelphia, but the program actually originated in Germantown, so it kicked off with Jumpstart Germantown.
And it worked. It worked well.
It worked well, and it's still working. I think they're going into their 8th or 9th year.
Wow.
They've had a lot of graduates, and they actually have some small-scale development companies that are really thriving.
Right.
And there are actually several Jumpstart programs that are now operating in Philadelphia, and outside of Philadelphia, there's a Jumpstart Norristown. Right. I believe there's one that's launching in Pottstown. And actually through one of my colleagues within Cinnaire, Keith Broadnex, there was a Jumpstart Martindale Brightwood that launched in Indianapolis, Indiana. So we really are taking this program nationwide because it has seen a lot of success at the neighborhood level.
I think at this point, people are probably watching like, wait a minute, aspiring developers of color in Wilmington, how can I sign up? So let's interrupt it real quick and then come back to the interview. How can people sign up for the next cohort? So
there is an application process, and we are currently managing a wait list. That's how popular this program is. When we open up our applications, we typically receive over 100 applications. So we actually have people who are currently placed through the beginning of 2024. So we have not yet set the date for our application round yet, because we want to get through our next year's cohorts. But what I do advise is for people who are interested in the program to visit our website at www.jumpstartwilmington.org. And there's a form that they can submit to receive more information about our program. And what we'll do is we'll add them to our distribution list so that they'll be notified of our next application round, as well as any other Jumpstart related programming that's open to our broader development network. So for example, we have Kickstart sessions that are complementary to our training program. And these are typically monthly virtual webinars where we cover a specific development related topic. So for example, next Monday, we have a Kickstart session with Martha White, who's a senior project manager at EDIS. And she'll be talking about project scheduling and construction scheduling, which is very important. So we have those on a monthly basis that are open to our broader development network. So you don't have to necessarily be going through our training program. So I also like to tell people about that, because that's something that they can engage in while they wait for our application round to open up, or while they're waiting to actually go through the training program.
So you get training before the training.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Actually, I think that's better. That can be better in some cases, because they'll come into the training program with some background knowledge. And the Kickstart sessions, we cover topics that we are not really able to cover in the training program, because we're talking about a lot of topics in the training program over the course of 15 hours. So the Kickstart sessions are very complementary, and it allows us to do a deeper dive into development related topics that we're not really able to go in depth about through our training program.
Right. Deonna, are you from Wilmington?
I'm actually from Philadelphia in the Germantown area where Jumpstart Germantown launched.
So, but now you're a Delawarean.
Yeah, I'm a Delawarean.
Okay.
I've been in Delaware for about 11 years.
Oh, you're
Yes.
considered a Delawarean.
Yeah,
Am I?
she's here.
I was wondering, at what point are you considered a
It's funny,
Delawarean?
someone asked me that question recently. At what point are you considered a Delawarean, even though you're born somewhere else? And at what point? What determines that, right?
I think it's your high school. What high school did you go to?
Right. What
You know
high
I
school
mean?
did you go to? Is that what it is?
That was the biggest thing. Is like, what high school did you go to? I mean, she could say William Penn because they have a William Penn.
Is that what I should say?
You had a William Penn is a William Penn in Philly.
Right.
Yeah, there is.
Well, we're very excited that you are able to implement Jumpstart Wilmington here in the state of Delaware, because obviously it is necessary and it is needed.
Yes.
So let's talk more about the graduates. Let's dive into that some more. Tell us about how many graduates and let's have the developers and whatnot. Let's talk more about that.
Yes. So to date, we have graduated 75 alum from the Jumpstart Wilmington program. Fun fact, we actually launched our first cohort in October 2020. So that was actually 2 years ago. So as of October 2020, we graduated 75 people from our program.
Amazing.
Yes.
And those are people from the community that are now developers and are changing the way that Wilmington looks from the inside out.
Majority of them are Wilmington residents. So we do allow people to go through the program even if they're not a Wilmington resident. When we are looking at applications, we score Wilmington residents more favorably. But if they live in Delaware, we do allow them to go through the program because you may have some people who may live in Bear or another city outside of Wilmington, but they're from Wilmington. They grew up in Wilmington. And oftentimes when we read the applications and we read people's stories, they still have family who live here. So that's actually one of our review criteria in our application. What's your commitment to Wilmington and what is your connection to Wilmington? Because we want people to be really intentional about developing the city and not just because the opportunity is merely there. So we really try to screen our applicants to make sure that they are really interested in making Wilmington a better place to live, work, and play.
And, speaking of stories, could you share with us maybe a success story, since you were saying that that's really an important element of selecting students to join the program. So maybe you can share with us a success story.
I have stories that are in progress. So because our program is still fairly new, we don't expect for people to graduate and right, after completing the program, they hit the ground running. There is a process. So we're at a 2-year mark and we feel like we're right on target. We're starting to see our graduates acquire and develop properties. So we have several of our graduates who are actually going through the process of developing properties now. So we really look forward to sharing those success stories. And I do want to share, if I could, because I would be remiss if I did not mention this wonderful partnership that we have with the City of Wilmington's Department of Real Estate and Housing, the Wilmington Land Bank, and the Wilmington Housing Authority. We actually partnered with them to create a property acquisition pilot program for our Jumpstart Wilmington graduates. And what this pilot program is going to do is create an opportunity for them to have properties set aside for them to exclusively bid on to acquire and redevelop. And the reason why we felt this was needed was because early on with some of our first and second and even third cohort graduates, they would come back and say, it's really difficult for me to find property that I can compete and bid on and actually win it, because they are aspiring developers. So we didn't want a situation where it's, how do I get the experience if I don't have the opportunity? So we wanted to create that opportunity, and thankfully, the city, the Land Bank, and the Wilmington Housing Authority really supported this program and wanted to see that happen. So our first phase of that program is with 7 city-owned properties. We actually had several applications submitted from our graduates for those properties in West Center City, and we plan to make those awards in November. So we're really excited about sharing that as well. And we will definitely be including that as part of our success stories.
Amazing.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, this is the thing. This is your community camera right here.
Yes.
You have 30 seconds to tell the community about Jumpstart Wilmington.
Jumpstart Wilmington is a wonderful program. Again, if you are interested, if you've ever been interested in developing real estate, it could be residential, commercial, mixed use. We really would love for you to express interest in this program. If you're serious about developing, if you're interested in learning more about the program, you can visit our website at www.jumpstartwilmington.org. We invite you to join our distribution list so that you can learn about any upcoming development-related programming that we have. And we are really, again, interested in people who are committed to developing better communities in the city of Wilmington.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you, Deanna. Thank you so much for joining us.
And allowing me to share about this wonderful program.
Then you got to come back to keep us updated on what's going on.
Would love to.
Please.
Would love to.
All right, there you have it. Another people's hero.
I love it. I love it. And I love it.
All right.
Well, we have to take a quick commercial break, but you must return back with us.
Tell 'em why.
because
Tell
we
'em
have
why.
O'Shea Lolley, celebrity chef and participant on Hell's Kitchen, here on DETV at Good Morning Wilmington.
On the plaza.
Jumpstart Wilmington really changed my life.
This is bigger than us. This really makes a difference.
It's just getting started.
Community-focused development is an initiative and a mindset where everyone plays their part in making their neighborhood a place that's thriving and growing.
It really gets to the people, not just the environment in and of itself. The people are at the heart of it.
Just taking a step back and reevaluating the reason why we're in our communities and the reason why we're doing the things that we do.
I'm born and raised here in Wilmington, as well as most of my family. It was important to connect with a program that's going to change our communities.
When it first came out, I was so ecstatic. I was texting it to my friends. I put it on my Instagram story.
Wilmington has a lot of potential. I thought I could do my part in helping the city.
We all know that we need safer streets, better schools for our children. Maybe you didn't know where to start, but with this program, I was given the tools. I was actually linked up with an awesome mentor. This program provides you with the knowledge and tools that you need to become a developer.
To know the what, why, and how of real estate development.
We learned how deeply complex a project can be. And oftentimes you need to have people who can encourage you, who can work with you, who can partner with you.
I was really motivated to tackle future big ideas.
I want to contribute to the West Side. I want to play my part.
My next step is actually to identify a few different properties that will make a great change within the community.
Do it.
You want to be a part of something and make a legacy for yourself, just do it.
Don't move. Delaware's own O'Shea Lolley is up next.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Every issue that you care about.
Every issue that I care about.
And every issue that affects our daily lives is impacted by one simple action.
A vote. As the Delaware Voting Rights Coalition,
We stand ready to protect and expand access to voting.
Because our communities deserve a democracy that works for all of us.
learn more and join us at aclu-de.org/DVRC.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interests of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances, and now I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is no stranger to the kitchen, but even no stranger to being on television. We have celebrity chef and contestant of Hell's Kitchen here on set at Good Morning Wilmington. Please welcome Chef O'Shea Lolley. Welcome, Chef.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Of course. We're excited to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited, right?
Let's get to the wings. So let's get to the food.
Yes, that's what we like. We like to always get to the food.
Absolutely.
Right? But we will wait. We will be
Right.
patient because it's important we share with our viewers tuning in about who is Chef O'Shea Lolley.
Right.
Who is Chef O'Shea?
Well, me. I mean, just local chef. I've been cooking for all my life. And I started taking it seriously around like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Had the opportunity to go to the Art Institute of Philadelphia.
Nice.
Okay.
And from there, it's history doing private chefing. I started restaurant, catering business, and just, it went up from there and began to just for my love of cooking, I like entertaining. So that was my way when people came over, cook for them, we hang out, music, and I was also a musician. So sometimes I would even, jump on the keyboard. And so that's kind of my love for cooking. I've just been doing it for like the last, 20 years.
O'Shea is probably one of the most talented people here in Delaware. When he said he would just hop on the keyboard, O'Shea would create a song and have the whole choir sing.
Oh, wow.
Like,
You remember that?
I remember that. I remember it. And he could create songs just on the fly, like right then and there, while having people together. Like, you sing this, and you sing this. Like something that you would see in a movie. So we go way back. And we mean get together. He means get together. People used to always come to your mom's house, and it was just one big party. Right?
Oh, I love
And Ivan, and congratulations, your success.
Thank you.
But I remember this guy had a laptop like 25 years ago. Like, I'm serious, in the hood, he had a laptop. So he was always creative. He always had that vision. But 25 years ago, he's walking around with a laptop and like, you in the hood, bro? Like, that was Ivan though. So congratulations.
Thank
man.
you, bro.
Yeah.
And so I know being at your mother's house back in the day, your mom always loved to entertain and cook. Is that where you got your inspiration from?
Absolutely. Watching mom just go in there and cook, and then I took it and kind of like elevated it. Took what she created and kind of added my own spin to it, and just my thing. This. You're good when your mom called and you say, how you do? Yeah.
That's a
how
good
you
sign.
good chicken? What you put in your? Because my chicken don't taste. So you onto something when mom was calling you. Even grandma would ask you, how do you do this? Like, that's where you make onto something.
Right.
So.
But you are passing down also, we're continuing their legacy too.
Absolutely.
And passing maybe down recipes
Yeah.
that they have passed down through
Mhm.
the generations, and you're able to bring them to light
Absolutely.
and obviously bring them to television.
Yes.
So let's talk about Hell's Kitchen.
Wow. Okay.
Tell us all about it. I'm dying to hear about your experience. Tell us about every detail. Go.
Well, it's a wild ride.
Okay.
But just to be get nominated, it's a long process. There's a lot of vetting. There's a lot of interviews and Zooms and so that process alone took a while. And there's tests and there's psyche evals and it's a full-on investigation. And these guys, they even had a guy call me like investigating me, and so they check do all their due diligence of what they need to do. And then once they do that, I got a call and it was March when I applied, sent the video in, and got an email back. We'll check into it. It wasn't until December 21 when I got asked a call about it and say, we'll let you know. So I'm still waiting all these months.
Right.
And then I finally got the call. Hey, it was like almost towards Christmas. Hey, we're gonna fly you out January 2022. So they flew us out, and we were still dealing with COVID. So as soon as we got there, we were quarantined for like 14 days in our room. Couldn't go anywhere. All the contestants knew, if we left our room, we would be disqualified. Wow. So you can imagine the fear. And so some of us, they say, if you guys want a smoke break, we can give you a smoke break. You can walk around, or you want to walk around for 30 minutes. I didn't leave the room. I said, I ain't taking no chances.
No chances.
So I was
I'm here
there.
to win.
So I'm here to win. I stayed there. We ordered in. We had they gave us rooms with kitchens in it. So I ordered food and just cooked and then stayed in the room, and I didn't leave the whole entire time. And then, it's time for us to go to the show. And it's this amazing moment to, you see this show all your life on TV.
Right.
Then you get out of the limousine and you see, Gordon Ramsay standing there talking to us. And it's absolutely amazing, the whole process. Starting the show, the kitchen is huge. And we do we're doing our signature dish. Everybody's running around, but it's like for a chef, it's like heaven.
Yes,
It's like the most amazing ingredients. Anything you want, black truffles, white truffles, Wagyu beef. The most amazing produce. Everyth's there, and it's at your disposal to create whatever you want to create at will. So that's one of the most amazing things I liked about it. And then, of course, the intensity being in the kitchen with Chef Ramsay, it was like unmatched. It's like your stress level was up, but also you realize you're still in the competition. But then you're being a fan is kicking in. So you're a fan, you're a chef, you're in a competition. So which one do I choose? All these three moments, because you're cooking, and he's walking by like, hey, we got 3 minutes. Like, well, wow, Gordon Ramsay, but he's like, oh, gotta cook. So it's like you're fighting to be what person you want to be for that particular moment.
Right,
It was just crazy.
Was he nice?
He's wonderful person till the camera came on. Till the camera came on. Wonderful guy. But I understand, what Hell's Kitchen is. But and most people would say to me, even my friends, oh, I wouldn't do that. But it's passion. I don't look at it as a disrespect. I don't look at it as, he's, trying to make you feel inferior or he's berating us. But he's really passionate about what he's doing. So it just comes out. And the guy is freaking hilarious. Like the funniest guy you want to meet. So all of that, he has no script. It's totally improv. So what he does, his passion comes out, and his humor, his hilarious, sometimes little insults. But even a lot of chefs say they want to be even insulted by this guy because he's a Michelin star chef. He has like 38 restaurants, something like that. His accomplishments are through the roof.
So just be in the same room as him, it's an honor.
Absolutely, because some people won't even get his autograph or even get a picture with him. So to be in the actual kitchen with him and they taste your food, come on.
What was your takeaway at the end?
My takeaway is just being, inspired. A lot of people, a lot of chefs, and like I said, we beat out hundreds of thousands of chefs that try to apply. So my takeaway was really just, my passion for cooking, kind of like elevating it, taking it to another level, taking it to the next level and taking it to where I've never took it before. And once I got there, take it even further. So that's where I'm at now, to really take it and create something great. So that's where we are.
What were some of the items, the meals that you cooked? One was the world famous
orange soda greens. Well, I did my orange soda greens with my crispy skinned salmon with a little orange zest. I did Parmesan grits. I also did some chicken. Like if you see the episodes, I'll let you watch them. I did some chicken wings. Might have turned out a little bit different than I thought it would. Right. But that was some other things I did there. A few other things they didn't show. But that was most of the ones that, we cooked there. Of course, I did, making the salmon for the actual dinner service. And you'll see with the beef Wellingtons what happens in the lamb. So it's really just a matter of just being focused. And we all are established chefs. But what happens is once you get in that kitchen and that time goes, like 30 minutes seems like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the pressure is just unbelievable.
It's intense.
Wow.
And very intense. So you forget things, you forget who you are, you forget how to cook, you forget everything you learned.
Right.
Everything goes out of the window, and you just basically have to try your best to fight through this intense night. And that's what it is. That's what Hell's Kitchen is. That's what it's all about.
Well, you fought. You definitely
Yeah, fought a good fight there, young soldier.
Yes. And the fact that you made it that far
Yeah.
to Hell's Kitchen, to be on set with the Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
is an honor in itself.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
chefs around the world would kill for that opportunity.
Absolutely.
And you were chosen, you were selected, I'm sure, amongst millions.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
are super excited that you're here with us, obviously, to talk
happy to be
about
here.
your specialty dishes and what's next.
Yes.
So, what is next?
Well, right now I'm actually working on a concept of pop-up restaurants.
Okay.
And actually kind of like, it's going to actually be like more exclusive, where it's like kind of like invitation only. It's something that a few chefs are doing that in LA right now and different.
Okay.
So I'm trying to start that concept in Delaware, where, full-on restaurant, we'll take the pop-up concept and we'll set up different places. Now it's significant because before pop-up was just a restaurant in a building, and you walk in, it's just a building.
Right.
But literally to be able to transform that building into the restaurant, where it like, the trucks, we load everything
Right.
up. So literally every time we're in that building, it looks like a restaurant. So that's what we're trying to do. But it's we'll move it to DC, we'll move it to, Baltimore, we'll move to Philly.
Right.
And we'll just go, all over doing that concept.
All right, Chef, so we have to ask, because the logo is behind us,
Okay.
and I'm sure everyone's curious. So tell us a little bit about 7 Restaurant.
Oh, 7. That's my second baby. We started as a soul food, actually, 7 soul food,
Okay.
and it didn't really work out for that particular area. So we said, you know what? Everyone loves burgers. So we did our test. We brought people in to taste the food, and it worked. And we were slated to open March 30th, 2020, and we were hit by COVID. The state was shut down like on the 15th. So we basically lost everything, and I ended up giving some of the product to like local restaurants, people that, soul food, and some of the food went to like households that we fully stocked and fully staffed restaurant, and we just had to just let it go. So we never opened. So I'm working on something else, but that's where that ended. So
Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
And I always say that. Ivan and I, we say it often on set.
Yeah.
But it's very true. Even the people that we get to meet here at Good Morning Wilmington, that we always believe everything happens for a reason. One door closes, but another one opens.
Wow. Yeah.
And think about it. Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Being a participant on
Yeah,
Hell's
that
Kitchen,
was
meeting
amazing.
Gordon Ramsay, cooking right by his side in his kitchen on set. Maybe that opportunity would have never happened.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Chef O'Shea showing us some of his amazing cuisine.
How did DETV start, and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So excited. We have Chef O'Shea Lolley here.
Yeah.
He's going to be demonstrating live on Good Morning Wilmington, some of his amazing cuisine and what you're known for. So I'm so excited.
I'm with you, girl.
Me,
Come
right?
on, let's go.
All right, chef, tell us, what are you cooking up for us?
Well, you know what? Thanksgiving is coming, so I created a staple about a few weeks ago, deconstructed potato salad. All the elements are there, and that's kind of made it a little bit fancy, elevated it, and Fox shared it. People loved it. We did a taste testing at my premiere, and people loved it. So I want you to taste it.
All right.
Really simple.
Awesome.
So basically, we just did our fingerling potatoes, and we just we boil them first with pan sear them.
Right.
We can, basically our potato salad sauce. This is all the elements that are in potato salad. So if you know what's in it, this is what's in it.
Right.
So can't get the recipe out. Little potato salad sauce, really simple. Okay. So all the elements are here, really simple. I'm
gonna do that at home. I'm gonna run my fork to my barbecue.
You cannot mess this up. It's really simple. You take your fingerling potatoes, like I said, we pan seared them in our hex-clad skillet. Okay, do that. We're gonna do a little bit of honey pickles. Like I said, all the elements are there. Really simple. We're gonna take a little bit of boiled egg. You gotta have boiled egg with potato salad. I mean, boiled potato salad, you gotta have boiled egg with it. I mean, if you don't have it, just don't taste the same.
Okay.
Some people like more, some people like less. So put our boiled egg on. Little boiled egg. We got a little bit of pickled onion that we made. So we're gonna throw the pickled onion on. Now, some people don't like a lot of onion. I love onion.
Oh my gosh, it looks so delicious already.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Pickled onions, we're gonna do a little bit more sauce because some people like a lot of sauce. So just a little bit more sauce. This one
Chef, is this spicy?
No, it's not spicy at all.
All right, we're good.
We're
Clear.
We're almost there.
I'm clear.
We're gonna finish it with like a little black pepper, just a little bit. That's a little. And then just a truffle salt. So truffle salt, and then our finishing thing is our dill oil. Just kind of go around here and enjoy. So y'all gonna try that while I work on the sweet potatoes. I mean, I'm sorry. We don't have sweet
All right, wait,
potatoes.
let's show.
Orange soda
Let's
greens.
show.
Nice.
You can see. I don't know if you can see right here. Look how beautiful the presentation.
Jeez.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful presentation, and how quickly. That was very quick.
Thank you.
And that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful presentation. All right, so we're going to
And
test
then get all
it
the
out.
elements together. Make sure you
Okay.
get all the elements in there.
Oh,
so.
boy.
All right, so now we came up with the orange soda greens. Very simple recipe. People don't understand it, but I wanted to do something different.
Okay.
So we started with no water at all, actually.
No water?
No, orange soda goes in.
What?
Yeah, no water. That's the secret. Now, I can't tell you all the rest of the
I
things.
was like, you're giving it all away
No,
now.
I'm not going to give everything.
Does it matter what type of soda you use?
I'm Fanta only.
Okay.
So it's very important that if you're going to make these, you got to use Fanta. Smoked turkey goes in. Of course, your collard greens go in.
Oh, damn. Oh, my God.
Like it? So all the elements are there, right?
Oh, my God.
So the collard greens are going in.
This is delicious.
Whatever you want to season it with, I use a little bit of this. I can't tell you what else I use, but I put a little bit of this in here.
That's the secret stuff.
That's it. A little more orange soda goes in. And a big secret for me, a lot of people like to simmer their greens. I boil them. That's the secret. You got to boil them. So I roll and boil.
You're giving away all the secret
recipes. It's 4 things that's missing. So I can't give it all, but it's 4 ingredients that's missing. But But if you use this and this, you can give something. You can get close to the recipe.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you guys taste it.
Oh, we're
But
ready
yeah.
to taste. I'm
Are
over
we
here
ready to
finishing
taste
this.
it? Come on.
I'm over here.
This is
Through
so
the magic
good.
of television.
And you're right, all of the flavors of this particular
Yeah, all the
dish,
elements, right? All the elements are there.
All right.
I
So
know.
I'm gonna let you guys taste a little bit of this orange soda collard greens. And like Ivan said, we started these recipes years ago, just playing around with stuff in the hood and seeing how things would taste.
Being broke.
Yeah, of course.
Being broke, boy, you come up with some
Okay, a little
creative
bit,
stuff.
We want to say something for the staff. They're looking like, hey, we
Yeah.
I know,
Here,
everybody
take some back because they look, they like, they mad over there.
You can, take a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
mad. Go ahead, take a little bit, take a whole bunch because I got 8 people on staff.
Okay.
All right, that's
A
enough.
little
a sample. Okay. So you guys
You don't have to take too much off my plate.
Right. All right. You ready, Vincenzo?
Orange soda collard greens with
I've been
Fanta.
looking forward to this. Your famous orange soda collard greens.
And they need to sponsor your recipe book.
Absolutely.
Fanta needs to sponsor his recipe.
Absolutely. That's why I only
You
use
ready?
Fanta.
Wow.
And you can taste the subtle sweetness of.
Very sweet. I taste
What
it.
did Gordon Ramsay say?
He didn't understand it, but you know, everyone's different.
Everyone's different. Everyone has
Still amazing to have him even, consider it.
very flavorful,
Going back
savory,
and forth.
and I taste the hints of orange.
Yeah, it's just,
The hints
You
of
get it.
orange. And if you love collard greens, then you really will appreciate this dish.
Oh, wow.
Between the two, wow. I mean, you're capturing all different flavors.
They make you hit the,
and the fact that you're stepping out of the box, and I think that's what's most important is being a culinary artist, a chef, you always have to take risks and step out of the box. And I think that's what's most important in this industry. And I understand being a third generation in the restaurant industry, my father's an executive chef.
Wow.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it, and I respect what you're doing.
wrong for
That you have to take risks. You have to take some risks and step out of the box.
Those greens that transformed me back in the day. My dad was just talking about.
All the flavors.
Yeah.
All the flavors.
Smoked turkey, you know.
It's not what you think when it comes to fancy.
Exactly.
No, it's
exactly. You would
not.
think it's right.
It's a nice citrusy.
I taste the orange.
You taste the orange.
It's in there.
It's not overpowering.
Very
It is
flavorful.
there.
Right, right.
Could
That is amazing.
I do have a question. Could this pair with other food, maybe a protein?
Yeah.
Another protein.
Well, I mean, what I've done it with on the show, I did a Christian skin salmon with orange zest.
Okay.
And it just works. So it definitely pairs good with, you know, your salmon or like a grilled chicken.
I can see
chicken
a
marsala, yeah.
I can see a chicken with this.
Yeah.
I really do. The flavors, as I'm absorbing all the flavors and I'm processing every ingredient, because you start to taste it when you start to dissect it. But I feel that even chicken
This
can
takes,
be
you,
paired well with
this takes you back to good times.
Right.
He got good times, collard greens.
Chef, wow, this is amazing. Between the two items,
Thank
I
you.
can see why they selected you to be on Hell's
Thank
Kitchen.
you. Thank you
I
so
don't know
much.
why I ain't keep you.
Yes, well, that's all right. We have you here.
We got you here, bro.
Here,
You know
right
cooking
here
show?
on Good Morning
Yeah.
Wilmington.
You know we have cooking shows on DETV,
Let's go.
right?
Let's go.
Yes, yes. Well,
We
Chef,
do. All right.
Chef,
We need to talk.
If there's anything else you'd like to share with our viewers, how can they follow you? Because I'm sure there's more to come.
Yeah,
so share with our viewers.
Instagram, Chef O'Shea Lolley. So that's Chef OSHAY LOLLEY on Instagram. And you leave me a message, I'll talk to you. You know?
Tell them to get at home, brother.
That's Chef O'Shea Lolley on Instagram.
Sorry, we're busy.
Yeah, we're busy.
Well,
Just let it run.
I'll just hold the show while they.
All right, we'll be back, right?
We'll be back.
Chef, you got this? All
Got
right.
it. Thank you so much for watching, Chef. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look, for
I
more
want this.
information about Chef O'Shea Lolley, where can they go?
Instagram, Chef O'Shea Lolley. That's it.
All right. And hopefully, we're going to talk after this to see if we can get him to be one of our chefs on DETV. 13 episodes, 13 recipes.
Let's go. I got you.
On DETV. Let's go. We'll see you soon.